foundation is one of the major thing in the construction. Our students are going to discuss about a case study which has been a failure in the foundation. Foundation has two types. One is the deep foundation and the shallow foundation. In the residential buildings, we are going to use the shallow foundation. Our students of civil department are going to discuss about the failure in the G+2 building.
Everyone, I am Remedial civil department. I am discussing about cases of failure. It has four failures. One is lack of soil investigation, improper foundation type, and independent depth. Water interference. It is lack of soil investigation. No probable or soil test was conducted before construction. Improper foundation type. Isolated footing was unsuitable for expensive soil. Indicated depth. Foundation did not reach suitable strata. Water influence. Poor discharge causes soil expansion and construction.
Coming from civil department, I am discussed about the remedial measures taken underpinning of existing foundation, installation of pipe foundation in critical areas, providing drainage system and soil substance using treatment.
Sudarshan from first year civil department. Today I am going to discuss about the topic of foundation. So the foundation is the basic and important part of a building which carry the weight from the floor to the ground safely. The residential building may be collapsed due to the soil condition and the investigation of soil. So the project overview, the location this collapse happened is a semi-urban area with the clayey soil, and the type of building is the G+2 residential building, and the type of the foundation is floating type.
From SNS College of Technology, Civil Department, within 1 year of construction, the building showed cracks in walls and columns, uneven floor settlement, doors and winding misalignment.
Myself Remedial from SNS College of Technology, from Civil Department. Now we discuss about the topic of investigation conducted, which is a building already constructed. They had some collapse in the building due to the reason of clay and permeability of water and other geotechnical investigations. So soil was expansive clay with high shrink swell properties. No proper soil testing was done before the construction. So they have collapse on the building, on the roof and other columns of the construction. Foundation depth was insufficient. Before doing construction, we need to check a foundation. They had some properties using technicals to determine the soil and other rocks and some other materials. Water switch increased soil expansion. Water absorption from that building is more, so the permeability of water is increased, so the building was collapsed.
After discussing a lot of information with our friends, we came to know about the failure in the soil investigation and the inadequate design. If a building is going to build, there is a adequate design and the investigation of soil throughout the area, because this issue is caused due to the loamy soil and the clay soil present in the semi-urban region. So the foundation is built with an inadequate depth. Normally if a foundation needs a proper depth while building, and this region is fully filled with clay soil, so it needs so much of depth compared to the other regions. So inadequate depth is also a major reason for this. The foundation is a key part of a building because it transfers the heavy load from the top of the floor to the ground floor. So due to the depth issue, that foundation will collapse and the building is fully demolished. So this is the failure of an engineer to check the soil and the proper design. So every building need to be built with the proper design and the investigation of soil. So remaining conclusion part will be proceed by.
In this video, our students have discussed about the case study on the foundation failure. As foundation is one of the major part of your building, it should be investigated properly. In this case study, there is a failure due to the inadequate investigation of the soil. Basically, the soil is the main part for the foundation. As the soil bearing capacity is one of the major part, it should be investigated before the construction of a building. The permeability, porosity, these should be checked before constructing a building.